Hi guys, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, my name is Carmen. Welcome. In this video today, numerology reveals when exactly you will have a family. That's right. When will you start having children? Or when will you have your next child? Numerology reveals all of this because numerology is kind of like the blueprint for what your soul came up with before you were born. So whenever there are significant events, such as getting married, having children, starting a family, buying a home, those kind of big events often will pop up within your numerological birth chart. So we're going to take a look today to find out when you will have either your first child or your next child. We're going to take a look today using numerology and your birth date. Before we do that, guys, definitely make sure to check out my second YouTube channel, Raise You Up. This is a brand new channel I just created, and it's basically dedicated to helping you reach your highest potential. We share inspiring videos that help uplift you and raise your spirits and basically help you to reach your highest level and your fullest potential. So I'm going to put a link to Raise You Up down in the description box and in the comment section. And I hope that you will join me over there. So now let's get back to showing you exactly when you will have a child. And it's really easy. It only takes a few minutes. All you need is your date of birth. So I'm going to show you how to calculate these numbers right now. If you already know your numerology numbers, then you can skip to the rest of the video. To calculate your personal year number, all you have to do is add your birth month number to your birthday and then add that to the universal year number and keep reducing until you get a single digit. So, for example, I was born on June 17th. June is the 6th month of the year, so that's going to be a number 6. 17 reduces to a number 8. 2024, if we add all the numbers together in that, we get an 8. So now I'm going to take all three of these numbers and add them together and keep adding them together until I get a single digit. Unless I get an 11, 22, or 33. Those are master numbers and you don't reduce them. So for me, 6 plus 8 plus 8 equals master number 22. So because it's a 22, I'm going to leave it as a 22 and I'm not going to reduce the numbers. I'm not going to add them together because this is a master number. But if I had added the numbers together and I had gotten some other number like 15 or 12 or something, then I would add those numbers together until I get a single digit. So for me, in 2024, I'm having a master 22 personal year number. So I'm first going to show you what the birth numbers are for having a child or a grandchild. And then I'm going to show you some celebrity examples to show you where to look for these numbers within your own chart and to show you how accurate this is. So make sure to keep watching for the celebrity examples at the end of this because it really does help you to figure out how to use this information for yourself, okay? I also wanted to mention that a lot of people have children not during one of these numbers, okay? So you can have a child or a grandchild during any number at all. It's just that your chances increase a lot and you're a lot more likely to have a child or a grandchild during one of these numbers that I'm about to show you right now. So the birth numbers are 3, 6, and 9, and sometimes number 4. And that includes all variations of these numbers, such as master number 33, because master 33 is a variation of the number 6. Okay, so, and why is that? Let's talk about why that is. So in numerology, 369, this is the code for creation, okay? These are the super highly creative energies and numbers that are all about creating something within the physical world, okay? Taking divine inspiration from higher dimensions and channeling that down into a creative project. What that basically means is the divine expressing itself in the physical world. So the divine taking its energy and putting it into the physical world and expressing itself via that project, whatever it is. Okay, does that make sense? And I've talked about this in many of my videos, but this type of divine expression can be in the form of art, music, writing, film, dance. Okay, any of those artistic kind of forms of expression, those are all ways in which the divine is expressing itself in the physical world. So all of those artists and creative people don't realize that they are really just channeling the divine, channeling energy from a higher dimension that wants to express itself in the physical world. Okay, so yeah, surprise, surprise, they didn't come up with that themselves, right? So, and this includes life forms too, such as people. Okay, so life forms are just another vehicle for higher dimensional energy to express itself in the physical world. And we always hear about 369 being the Tesla code for creation, right? And that's because Nikola Tesla knew that this was the divine code for creation. So he gets credit for this. And as you can see, 3, 6, and 9, these are all multiples of each other, right? It's just creative energy that just keeps building up and amplifying as we go along from 3, 6 to 9, as they are being all multiples of each other. 3 is the number of self-expression. And then when we get to 6, that is the number of the community and the family, right? You being the person who created something and you're the nucleus of it. This is a very parental energy. And if you look at number 6, it looks like a pregnant person, right? With a little bump on the end being like a baby bump. And then if we flip over number 6, flip it over and it becomes number 9. So 9 has a very similar energy to 6, but it's taking this, you being the nucleus of this family or this community, it's taking that at the micro level and bringing it to the macro level. So both 6 and 9 are heavy responsibility energies, where once you move into these numbers, suddenly you have a lot more responsibilities on your plate, such as the responsibility of a family. Now 4 is not a creative number, but it's a building number. So sometimes it can indicate building a family, right? Your life becoming more stable, having a stable relationship, a stable job, and this can also mean having a stable family too. But it can go either way with number 4, because 4 can also indicate somebody spending more time at work too, because it's the number of work. So I put 4 into the maybe category because it can go either way with indicating building family or building work. Okay, and now the numbers for being a grandparent are going to be a little bit different because those numbers will not include number 3. Okay, so if you're looking to see when you might become a grandparent, you're going to specifically look at 6, 9, and number 4, but not number 3. So what you're going to do now is you're going to look to see if you have these numbers in the timing numbers of your chart. The first number you're going to look for is going to be the personal year number. And that is what I showed you how to calculate at the beginning of the video. You want to look to see when do you have the next 3, 6, or 9 personal year number coming up next for you, okay? Because if you're looking to have a child, one of those numbers, if it's coming up next for you, that could be a year in which that happens for you. The other timing numbers are the cycles, the pinnacles, and the essences. The cycles are like the chapters of your life, beginning, middle, and ending. The pinnacles are like the seasons of your life, spring, summer, fall, and winter. And the essence number is how you experience the energy of the year from the inside out. The personal year number is how you experience the energy of the year from the outside in. And the more of these timing numbers that you have as a 3, 6, or 9 occurring at the same time, the more your chances increase that that is when you will have a child or a grandchild. However, you don't have to have all of them, okay? I've seen a lot of examples of people who have had children during 3, 6, or 9 personal years, and that was the only number they had. Okay, they didn't have a 3, 6, or 9 pinnacle or cycle happening at the same time. It was just a 3, 6, or 9 personal year number, and that was enough for them to have a child during that time. And again, you can have a child during any number. It's just more likely to happen during a 3, 6, or 9. If you want to find out how to calculate your cycles or your pinnacles, you can check out videos that I've done on how to calculate these numbers. I didn't do it in this video to save time, but I will put links to those videos below in the description box. So to help you to make sense out of all of this, because it can be confusing, right? I'm going to show you some celebrity charts right now. And please don't get triggered if there happens to be a celebrity on here that you don't like. I'm just using these people as an example to help you find this information within your own chart, okay? So the first example we have here is Janet Jackson, okay? And I'm using her because she had a child much later in life, right? She had her first child at the age of 50. So let's find out why that is. Her first pinnacle or season of her life was a 3 pinnacle, and 3 is a birth number. So she could have had a child during that time, and she might have come really close, right? We'll never know. But she was pretty young during that first pinnacle and more focused on her other form of self-expression, which was her music, right? And then the following pinnacles after that, which would have been the time that normally you would focus on starting a family, those pinnacles were not creative birth type energies, okay? She was in an 11 and then a 5 after that. But then something happened in 2014. In 2014, she entered a 9 pinnacle. So the energy changed to focus on family at that time. And it was in 2017, when she was in her 9 pinnacle, that she had her son at the age of 50. And it was in 2016 that her son was conceived, right? And that was when she was having a 3-year, as you can see. And then the following year, in 2017, she gave birth to him, and she was having a 3 essence too, while being in the 9 pinnacle. Okay, so a lot of 9s and 3s here. Now let's take a look at Kylie Jenner and figure out why exactly did she have a child at such a young age? Because she was 20 when she had her first child, and in today's society that is considered pretty young to have a child. You know, maybe 50 years ago it wasn't, but nowadays it's considered pretty young. And she was a lot younger than her sisters when she had her first child and started her family. So as you can see, the reason for that is because she started off in a 9 pinnacle, okay, her very first pinnacle. And she's got more 9 pinnacles coming up after this one too. But as I mentioned, you feel a heavy responsibility when you're in the 9 or 6 energy, especially towards family. And my last example here is a client I had, and I wanted to show you because she had been trying to have children her whole entire life, but didn't finally have them until she was age 46. So as you can see, she was 46 in the year 2022, and it was in that year that she had triple birth energy action going on because she was in a 3 cycle at the time while being in a 6 pinnacle, okay, and being in a 6 personal year. And she was in a 1 essence in 2022 as well. 1 is the number of new beginnings, and 6 is the number of family, new beginnings in family, right? So this is not going to be the case for everyone. Many people have their children during different numbers, but your chances certainly do increase a lot during these numbers. And leave a comment below and let me know if this resonates with you. Let me know if this is when you had your children or when you had your grandchildren, or if you're seeing these numbers coming up in your own chart. Let me know in the comments below. And if you like the video, hit the like button and share it with other people, because it really helps to get this information out there when you do that, and we want to help as many people as we possibly can. I do spend a lot of hours making these videos for you guys, so thank you so much for all of your support. And if you haven't subscribed already, I would love to have you subscribe and to become part of this family. If you want to get a personal reading with me, you can head on over to my website, StarsAlignWithCarmen.com. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Thanks for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.